Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, for the record, John Griesheimer from the 26th District here to present Senate Bill 495. You've already heard this bill. All it does is remove the cap on the fund so we can borrow the money at no interest. What a deal. That's it. Be glad to entertain any questions.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, Tracy King here representing the Missouri Chamber of Commerce, and we'd like to go on record in support of Senate Bill 495. As I testified before the committee, with the skyrocketing unemployment rates out there, the fund, which is 100% paid for by employers, has went from, we thought would be about $40 million short this entire year, to actually having to request loans of about $260 million for the first quarter of this year. So employers will need to pay this back. The Missouri State Unemployment Council has pulled together a task force with business and labor groups to try to work out how we can get this fund solvent, and this is one tool that will, at least if we have the removal of the cap, that'll be at the table that we can discuss over the next few months.
Thank you. Other questions for the witness? Seeing none, thank you. Do I hear a motion to pass?
So moved.
I have a motion to pass for substitute Senate Bill 495. Madam Secretary, can you call the roll?
Fisher?
Yes.
Jones? Allen?
Yes.
Bivens?
Aye.
Burnett?
No.
Deathrow?
Aye.
Funderburk? Meadows?
Pass.
Nasheed? Self?
Aye.
Walsh?
No.
Weber?
Aye.
That was aye.
Go back to Meadows.
Meadows?
Aye.
Pass for with 7 yeses and 2 nos, we have do passed House Committee Substitute for Senate Committee Substitute for Senate Bill 495. 1075 is the core of it is that it removes the cap from the amount of money that the governor may bond for unemployment purposes. The substitute also contains other provisions to allow the department and division to be more efficient in collecting penalty payments, overdue payments, fraudulent payments. That's pretty much it, unless you have, there is a companion bill that's over in the House now, Senator Griesheimer's 495. Both, has a House Committee substitute on it now. Both have emergency clauses. 495 does not have 1, 2, 3, 4 provisions on here that 1075 does. With that, I'll take questions.
Yeah, any questions for the committee? Seeing none, do you have any witnesses?
Pardon me?
Do you have any witnesses?
I believe so. I don't think you're on.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, Tracy King representing the Missouri Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to go record in support of House Bill 1075. We've testified before you on why this piece of legislation is so important, and it is because of the insolvency of the trust fund. We're looking at potentially being $1 billion short insolvent in the trust fund over the next 4 or 5 years. So this just gives the Missouri State Unemployment Council, along with the Missouri employers groups and the laborers groups, the ability to lay this on the table and discuss this as a possible solution and option for the solvency of the fund. There was one little piece in the bill that was added to House Bill 1075 that we do have concerns with, and it deals with the 1099 reporting. Currently, the employers are required to report that to the Department of Revenue The Department of Labor would like to have that information, and I think we don't disagree that there's a lot that they can use that. However, we think that that could be, that they can obtain that information administratively by working with the Department of Revenue instead of requiring all the employers to have to resubmit that information to the Department of Labor. And there are some strict penalties that go to that if they don't submit that. So we do have some concerns with that, and we'd be happy to work with the Department of Labor on coming up with a way to do this administratively with the Department of Revenue.
Crowell, move for due pass of House Bill 1075, the bill of which we just heard. I would like to offer, first, any discussion? Okay. I'd like to offer an amendment. I'd like to pair this back to Senator Griesheimer's bill that we've already passed out of here. Since this all other new language, we have not been approached or discussed in this committee with only a week to go. So I would make an amendment that we pair it back just to the limiting of the bonding cap. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of that amendment, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, please say no. The ayes do have it. The ayes do have it. We'll roll that into a Senate Committee substitute. We'll move to pass Senate Committee substitute for House Bill 1075, seconded by Senator Crowell. Any discussion? Seeing none, call the roll.
Senators Root,
Aye.
Ridgway, Callahan, Simmons, Crowell, Days, Goodman, Green, Bogan.
We'll leave the board open for those who checked in and were not here. Amy has passed 6-0. Seeing no further business from the committee, we will stand adjourned.